For one of the few times in the history of the Classic, Grand Circuit flags wave on Hambletonian Day over a home other than Goshen, New York. The new home of the Hambletonian is the DuQuoin State Fairgrounds at DuQuoin, Illinois, where, more than 30 years ago, the late W.R. Hayes began transforming 30,000 acres of bleak, barren strip mining land into what is now acknowledged as one of the most beautiful fairgrounds in the world. In the middle of this land of lakes and lagoons, he laid out one of the finest and fastest trotting tracks in the world, and then began bidding for the privilege of staging the most famous harness race in the world. Mr. Hayes died before his Hambletonian dream came true, but his sons, Gene and Don, carried on the campaign, which reaches fruition here today. DuQuoin, the southern Illinois community of 7,500, wears its brightest face for the 30,000 harness racing fans who have descended on it for the big day. All roads lead to the fairground. Racing fans begin arriving early in the morning and are shuttled smoothly into the grounds and down three shaded lanes to the grandstand area where the county fair atmosphere, which so typifies harness racing, prevails in abundance. The Hambletonian field of 21 has been broken up into two divisions of 11 and 10 horses. Each division races two heats. Any horse winning one of these four preliminary heats qualifies for the fifth and final heat, which determines the Hambletonian champion. The purse is a near record $111,000. Although wagering is not permitted, the experts have Hickory Smoke and Buckeye Demon as the horses to reckon with in the first division, and Hoot Song as a standout in the second. For caretakers, the day begins early and lasts a long, long time. For one of them, it'll be a most enjoyable afternoon. For the others, a disappointing one. In the paddock, all activity points toward the big race, which is not far off. As post time nears, Don Hayes settles in his trackside box while Brother Gene issues last-minute instructions. Veteran driver Tommy Berry, mounted in a high-wheel sulky behind the Hayes champion Pronto Don, leads them into the post for the first heat. Number one is Buckeye Demon with Harrison Hoyt. And behind him comes Storm Cloud with Ned Bauer, Dolph Hanover with Dana Irving, Bond Hanover with Joe O'Brien, Royal Rodney with Penny Shue, Lord Chuck with Stanley Dancer, Monty Hanover with Frank Irvin, Casson Hanover with Fred Egan, Philip Frost with Jim Hackett, Slicker Frost with Billy Houghton, and Hickory Smoke with Johnny Simpson. All right, they line up behind the McDowell starting gate now. As they move into the gate, Buckeye Demon has the rail. Storm Cloud is in second, South Hanover third. The trailer will be Hickory Smoke. They're behind the gate, ready to go in the first heat of the Hambletonian. All right, they're ready to go now. And it's Lord Chuck off stride as Storm Cloud breaks out of the gate. As they get away, Bond Hanover moving on the outside. It's Philip Frost. It's Bond Hanover now on the lead in the first turn. That's Royal Rodney second on the outside. Philip Frost still moving up on the outside. He's now third. As they go into that turn, Storm Cloud is now fourth. Monty Hanover between horses is fifth. Buckeye Demon is now sixth. Casson Hanover is seventh. Slicker Frost is eighth. Hickory Smoke is ninth. As they go to the quarter mark, it's Royal Rodney at the quarter in 29 3/5 seconds. Philip Frost on the outside is second. Von Hanover is now third. Storm Cloud is now fourth. Bonnie Hanover on the outside is fifth. Buckeye Demon is sixth. Slicker Frost is seventh. Casson Hanover is eighth. And Hickory Smoke is ninth. As they go down the back stretch to the halfway mark, Philip Frost takes the lead now. Royal Rodney is second. Von Hanover is now third. Bonnie Hanover and Storm Cloud moving on the inside. As they come down, Slicker Frost on the move, and Buckeye Demon. As they get to the halfway mark, that's Demon moving at the half in 59 3/5. As they go to that turn, Monty Hanover is moving between horses. It's Monty Hanover rushing up between now to take that lead. As they come to the turn, Flicker Frost on the outside. Monty Hanover has the lead between horses. Flicker Frost is now second on the outside. Buckeye Demon is also on the move. He's now third, and Hickory Smoke from ninth position starts to move in eighth place. As they come to the far turn in the three-quarters, Flicker Frost is off stride now, and it's Buckeye Demon coming on the outside of Monty Hanover. It's Buckeye Demon and Monty Hanover in the turn, and Hickory Smoke is now fifth. He's now fourth. He's now third. At the top of the stretch, that's Hickory Smoke, 3 horses wide. Buckeye Demon has the lead now. Gaston Hanover between horses is third. As they come down the stretch, it's Buckeye Demon by a half a length. Hickory Smoke is second on the outside. It's Buckeye Demon going to the whip, so's Hickory Smoke. They're head and head now as Buckeye Demon and Hickory Smoke come to that wire. It's going to be close. Buckeye Demon on the inside, Hickory Smoke on the outside. As they come to the wire, it's Hickory Smoke and Buckeye Demon. Hickory Smoke by a head over Buckeye Demon. Second, Gaston Hanover was third. The time is 2-1, third fastest heat in Hambletonian history, as Hickory Smoke qualifies for the final day. Simpson has never won a Hambletonian, although he hopes to remedy that with Smoke, a son of the 1945 winner Titan Hanover. Hickory Smoke is owned by Lawrence Shepard and Archie Mudge of Hanover, Pennsylvania, where Shepard is master of famed Hanover shoe fire. Time now for the second heat, and the horses are on the track. Leading the way is Hoot Song with Ralph Baldwin up, followed by Glory Hanover with Gene Regal, Silver Way with Frank Irvin, Marmion Hanover with Billy Houghton, Major Newport with Del Cameron, Section Man with Simpson, Speedster with Dave Smith, Abel Hanover with Archie Niles, Mudge Hanover with O'Brien, and Cindy Gal with Bill Carney. They're ready to get behind the gate now as they move in. And Hoot Song has the rail in this one. Glory Hanover will move in second. Silver Way is in third. Marmion Hanover behind the gate fourth. Major Newport in fifth. Section Man sixth. Cindy Gal on the outside, and here they come. Mr. McDowell moves the horses in behind the gate. Hoot Song is in there. Silver Way is off stride, and Major Newport breaks away on top as the gate springs open. Hit Major Newport. Section Man on the outside. Hoot Song on the rail. As they hit the first turn, it's Major Newport on top. Hit Section Man on the outside, now second. Hoot Song is now third. Marmion Hanover is fourth. Glory Hanover is now fifth. Cindy Gal is sixth. Speedster is seventh. Mudge Hanover is eighth. And Abel Hanover is ninth. As they race into the turn, that's Cindy Gal, the horse on the outside on the move. Hit Section Man on top. Along the rail, it's Major Newport second at the quarter. In 30 3/5. Along the rail, Hoot Song is third. Cindy Gal on the outside is fourth. Marmion Hanover is now fifth. Glory Hanover is sixth, Speedster is seventh, and beginning to move. It's Mudge Hanover eighth, Abel Hanover ninth. There goes Major Newport up on the outside. Section Man has the lead. Major Newport taking over now as they race down the back stretch. It's Major Newport on top. Section Man is second. Cindy Gal on the outside is third. Hoot Song is fourth. Marmion Hanover is fifth. Speedster on the outside is sixth. Glory Hanover is seventh. Mudge Hanover is eighth, and Abel Hanover ninth at the half in 1:01. Cindy Gal racing up on the outside now, trying for that lead. It's Cindy Gal, and she's off stride. It's Major Newport on top now. Around that turn, here comes Hoot Song. As they come around that far turn, it's Major Newport leading. Hoot Song is second. Section Man is third. Speedster is now fourth. Marmion Hanover is fifth. Mudge Hanover begins to move now. He's seventh. Abel Hanover is trying to come on too. As they race around the far turn, though, it's still Major Newport and Hoot Song around the turn. Major Newport has the lead. Section Man's along the rail. That's Mudge Hanover, 4 horses wide. Speedster, 3 horses wide at the top of the stretch. It's Hoot Song trying for the lead with Major Newport on the rail. Speedster is trying to come on. Section Man looks for racing room. It's Major Newport on the inside. Hoot Song on the outside. Major Newport's off stride. And it's Hoot Song on the lead. Section Man is second. Speedster is third. Mudge Hanover trying to come on. It's Hoot Song leading down by a length. And the Section Man is second. Speedster is third as they go to the wire. It's Hoot Song, Section Man, and Speedster. Time is 2 1/5, and Hoot Song's margin is a length. Like Simpson, Baldwin has never won the Hambletonian, although he's come close on a couple of occasions. Hoot Song is the daughter of Hootman and Love Song, and was bred and is owned by Leo C. McNamara's Two-Gate Farm of Carmel, Indiana. Mr. McNamara, whose son Ed is associated with him in the racing stable, is seeking his first Hambletonian win, too. Hoot Song has already won the first leg of Trotting's Triple Crown, the $57,000 Yonkers Futurity, to which Hickory Smoke was not eligible. The horses in the first division are getting ready to return now with Hickory Smoke scheduled to score at the rail. Buckeye Demon and Captain Hanover line up alongside him, and Lord Chuck is the second row trailer. They're ready to go. They earned their position. They're in behind the McDowell gate and ready. They're up and trotting. As they get away, Hickory Smoke breaks on the lead now. Von Hanover is on the move. Royal Rodney and Storm Cloud on the outside. Lord Chuck's along the rail. As they race into the first turn, it's Hickory Smoke on the lead. Royal Rodney second. Von Hanover third. Lord Chuck on the rail is now fourth. Storm Cloud is fifth. Buckeye Demon is sixth. Captain Hanover on the outside is now seventh. As they race into the turn, Von Hanover has the lead now by a neck on the outside. Racing into that turn now. It's Von Hanover on top. As they go to the quarter mark, Von Hanover at the quarter mark leads the quarter in 29 3/5 seconds. And racing into the backstretch, Storm Cloud ranges up on the outside and takes the lead now. It's Von Hanover second. Royal Rodney is third on the outside. Hickory Smoke is fourth on the rail. Captain Hanover is now fifth. Lord Chuck is sixth. Buckeye Demon's moving on the outside. He's now seventh. As they move down the backstretch now, Royal Rodney races for the outside. And he's going for and he's getting the lead. That's Captain Hanover, and Buckeye Demon is 3 horses wide, and he's really flying at the half. In 59 4/5 seconds. Buckeye Demon is now second. Buckeye Demon is now going for and challenging and getting the lead. It's Buckeye Demon on top now. Royal Rodney is second. Captain Hanover is third. Here comes Hickory Smoke on the outside. He's now fifth. He's now fourth. Storm Cloud on the rail is now fifth. As they race into the far turn, it's Buckeye Demon on the lead. Captain Hanover is second. Hickory Smoke is third. Royal Rodney is fourth. Around the turn, Lord Chuck is now fifth at the 3/4 mark. On the lead in 1:29 at the 3/4. It's still Buckeye Demon with Captain Hanover between horses second. Hickory Smoke on the outside is now third. Lord Chuck along the rail is fourth, and he's looking for racing room. It's Buckeye Demon on the lead now. Captain Hanover is second horse on the outside. That's Hickory Smoke, 3 horses wide, and he's flying now. Smoke is coming on strongly. It's Hickory Smoke. He's got him. It's going to be Hickory Smoke. Buckeye Demon second. And third is Captain Hanover. The margin is 3/4 of a length this time, and the mile was trotted in 2 minutes and a fifth, second fastest ever registered in the Hambletonian. The record was established back in 1947 when Hootman circled the Goshen course in 2 minutes flat. This is a sensational feat for Hickory Smoke, who has been in and out of action all year, and who was rained out of his last scheduled start a week ago, forcing Simpson to adjust his delicate training schedule at the last minute. Smoke's performance so far today indicates that whatever Simpson did, it was a proper move. Time for the 4th heat now, the 2nd heat of the 2nd division. Only Hickory Smoke from the 1st division horses has qualified for the 5th heat, as has Hoot Song from this division. If Hoot Song wins this one, she and Hickory Smoke alone will tangle for championship honors. They're up and trotting with Mudge Hanover breaking on top. Abel Hanover is second. Major Newport is third. Hoot Song along the rail, and Silver Way is 5 horses wide in the turn. It's Mudge Hanover on top. It's Abel Hanover second. Silver Way on the outside. Hoot Song's on the rail. Major Newport between horses as they go to the turn now. It's Mudge Hanover on top. Abel Hanover and Silver Way race on the outside. That's Abel Hanover between horses getting the lead. Silver Way on the outside is second. Mudge Hanover is now third at the quarter in 29 2/5. Major Newport on the outside is fourth. Hoot Song is now fifth. Section Man is sixth. Speedster is now seventh. As they race down the back stretch, Silver Way takes the lead by a neck on the outside. Abel Hanover is now second on the rail. Mudge Hanover is third. Hoot Song on the rail is fourth. Major Newport on the outside is fifth. Section Man is sixth, and that Speedster seventh. They're nearing the halfway mark now. It's Silver Way on the front end at the half in 59 2. Mudge Hanover is second on the outside now. Around the turn, Abel Hanover is third. Hoot Song is fourth. Section Man has moved up fifth. Speedster is now sixth in the turn. It's Mudge Hanover on top now. Around the turn, they wheel to the 3/4 mark. Silver Way is second. Out of the hole comes Hoot Song with a rush. Hoot Song is now fourth. Hoot Song is now third. Abel Hanover moving two. Abel Hanover between horses, and here comes Section Man on the outside. As they come to the 3/4 mark, it's anybody's heat. Around the turn, it's Hoot Song on top. Mudge Hanover is still second to 3/4 within 1:30 4/5. Hoot Song in the center of the racetrack now, taking the lead at the top of the stretch. Section Man, Silver Way, Abel Hanover, they're all trying to fight for second place as Hoot Song seems to be moving away from him now. It's Hoot Song in the center of the racetrack. Abel Hanover hanging hang on. Here comes Section Man and Speedster racing up for second. Silverway is hanging on the inside. But on the front end, it's all Hoot Song. Hoot Song by 2 1/4 lengths. Section Man second, Speedster third. The time is 2-2 as Hoot Song earns the right for a showdown bout with Hickory Smoke. In just about 45 minutes, they'll be back to race it off. Hoot Song was a top 2-year-old last year, but had a bad habit of breaking stride at inopportune moments. The patient Baldwin tutored her against this trait all last winter, and the success which has attended her efforts this year indicates that he did his job well. Hickory Smoke was voted 2-year-old Trotter of the Year in 1956 and was purchased by Shepherd and Mudge from his breeder Bowman Brown just a year ago this time. Hoot Song has drawn the pole position and will move in behind the championship pair of Tommy Berry and Pronto Don for the final parade. Here they are, the only survivors from an original Hambletonian nomination list of 489. And in a few minutes, one of these will fall to the wayside. Here they come now, and they're off. Simpson elects to go to the front with Hickory Smoke, and Baldwin and Hoot Song offer no resistance. This race-off will be a battle of driving strategy as well as a test of each man's and horse's ability. The early pace will be assuredly moderate, as it is now, but at some later stage, probably somewhere between the halfway point and the top of the stretch, Baldwin will shake the lines at Hoot Song, and she will come out after the leader. And then, 2 of the finest young trotters the sport has known in a long while will battle it out head-and-head for the highest honors harness racing can bestow. Victory in the Hambletonian. The first quarter time was 34 2/5. Racing down the backstretch now, it's Hickory Smoke, Johnny Simpson up by a length. Hoot Song with Ralph Baldwin up right in behind. And Simpson is looking for his first Hambletonian victory as he races Hickory Smoke right down to the halfway mark. Hoot Song right in, ready to challenge. And, of course, the drivers could challenge at any point in the mile, but usually they'll wait until right around this turn. 1/8 3/5 was the halftime, and Hoot Song could now come out at any moment, or Baldwin might elect to wait until the 3/4. We'll see. Here's Hickory Smoke in the turn now. Hoot Song is right there as they come in. Baldwin is not going to wait. He's out now. He's moving with Hoot Song. Hickory Smoke's on the inside, and Simpson shakes Hickory Smoke up. Here comes Hoot Song. They're racing head-and-head now in that far turn. Gets Hickory Smoke around the turn as they come to the 3/4. Hoot Song on the outside, and they're head-and-head now. They're neck and neck. Hickory Smoke and Hoot Song for the Hambletonian. Which one will it be? Hickory Smoke's on the inside. Hoot Song's on the outside. As they come down by the 8-mile pole, it's Hickory Smoke and Hoot Song. Either one of them could do it. It's Hickory Smoke on the inside. He seems to be stronger at this point. Hoot Song, however, is right there trying to come on. It's Hickory Smoke and Hoot Song. Hickory Smoke seems to be getting it all now as they come for the wire, and it's Hickory Smoke. The time was a moderate 2/8 4/5, but the last half was in 1 minute and a fifth, and the final quarter in a sizzling 28 3/5, as Hickory Smoke, with a great display of speed, manners, and gameness, proves his right to be rated on a par with other great Hambletonian winners. The Hambletonian trophy is held to Lawrence Shepherd as he and Hickory Smoke flank Simpson in the winner's circle. Mrs. Simpson, co-owner Archie Mudd, Illinois Governor Stratton, and Grand Circuit President Octave Blake join in the festivities. Gene Hayes steps into view at the right, and caretaker Ike Hill at the left, as DuQuoin winds up its most memorable afternoon.